you gonna do that? You're gonna say, hold on, Sam, show me there's evidence there first. Now, hold on, let me get my point. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Now, what I'm saying is, it'd be right for you and normal for you to say, hey, Sam, before I do that, before I invest so much into going after this thing, at least give me some proof that it's there. Do you understand? You get the analogy I'm making there about the religion. So my point is this. My point is this. All I'm ever saying about religion is this. I'm not espousing any claims. I'm not making any claims, and you guys keep telling me, prove that this isn't true, prove that isn't true. And I'm saying, I know you haven't, but other people are saying, prove he didn't do this, prove what in the Quran is incorrect. And my point is, it's not for me to go out there and disprove everything. I can sit here saying, well, disprove I haven't got a fucking unicorn in my bedroom. Disprove that. Disprove I don't have $1 million in Saudi Arabia. You can't disprove. So what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to espouse anything. I'm willing to believe.
You are making positive claims.
I'm willing to believe.
Let me address this.
But you haven't given me any reason to believe. No more than any other religion has given me.
Allow him to give you that.
Let me just this now. Okay. So when you make a positive claim that this is wrong because by saying that it's impossible that he could have ascended to heaven on a winged horse.
No, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying I haven't nowhere in the human history have we had evidence of this.
This is what you said. You said contradictions in the Quran as
that was an example.
Hang on. One of the examples why Islam is wrong or the Quran is wrong.
That's not what happened though.
My friend, I came into this.
I know, and what happened was these guys were talking about that specifically, and I said
he asked you to name one. One of them was a winged horse.
No, it wasn't the winged horse. The aspersion was that he ascended into heaven spontaneously.
He doesn't have an issue with the winged horse.
I don't have an issue with the winged horse.
He doesn't have an issue with
that. But that's how he ascended through
the winged horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So,
only adds to my point.
No, it doesn't. Because you're saying based upon our experience, it doesn't fall within this experience. Therefore, it must be true. We believe in miracles, by the way. By definition, a miracle is not in line with our experience. Something beyond our experience. We were not present. We were not present in the beginning of the creation.
Sure.
This creation has only begun once.
So it's a miracle.
It must be.
Yeah, but the point is. Okay, go on. Sorry about that.
Now, these things about, well, if you've made a claim about Elvis Presley buried in your back garden, why should you believe it? If the only way to you said, where's the proof? You kind of narrated it down to you have to provide proof. There's another way of proof. Testimony of a truthful person. If you are truthful and I know you, and I'm about to enter my block to go into my house, and you come down the stairs and you say, listen, don't go up there, there's a fire. Say for example, my mother comes down and says, don't go up there, there's a fire. I know my mother's not going to lie to me. So I can take her testimony on something that I haven't witnessed.
So can I reply to that?
No. Just to show how we believe in it. So we don't believe based upon the unseen. We don't believe just because the unseen. We believe in a person and then we accept what he says about the unseen.
Because we trust him.
Okay, because we trust him. He's a Sadiq al-Masduq. He's the trustworthy, al-Amin.
Sure.
So now, if he narrates something about something that I'm not able to tangibly investigate, he narrated for us, for example, that in paradise there will be a certain fruit, pomegranate, for example. I have no way of investigating this. This is not tangible for me to investigate.
Sure.
This will not be within my experience now, but I believe in it based upon his testimony.
So let me just confirm.
Okay. Sorry but I need to be understood, put in context, yeah? Now, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, we believe in him for a number of reasons. Now, based upon our belief in him and our trustworthiness, trust in him, we can now accept his testimony on things that we can't verify. Because we've already verified him as a person. Now we can accept his statements about the unseen, what we can't verify.
So you said a lot now. Can I come?
I just got one sentence, last paragraph.
Go ahead.
Now, this thing here about the belief in Muhammad, there's an underlying premise that underpins all of this.
Sure.
Firstly, if you don't believe in Allah, you don't believe there's a creator, you're not going to believe in Muhammad, peace be upon him. If you don't believe in a creator and you believe that he interacts with, you don't believe in the concept of prophethood at all, then no way you're not going to believe in Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So everything in Islam, whether it's me growing my beard, whether it's the miswak, whether it's praying 5 times a day, goes back to the foundational belief that we have a creator. If you don't accept this, then there's no point in me trying to tell you that you shouldn't eat pork, or that you should believe in the ghaib, or that you should believe in what's going to happen in the day of judgment and so on. These things are secondary and you're not going to accept them, and I know that for a fact. So what we need to establish first of all is belief in a creator. Do we accept a belief in a creator? And then we go forward.
Okay, so you said a lot to unpack.
Go on, yeah.
So can I touch on a few points that you made? You said something that I don't necessarily believe is correct, and I can give you evidence for that.
Okay.
You said that you believe because of, let's say, word of mouth. when you get information from a trustworthy person, and you use the example that if your mum was coming down the stairs, something like this, and there was a fire, you would, it's your mum, you're also going to listen to your mum. There's the fact she's trustworthy.
Trustworthy and precise.
And precise.
I'll put that in there as well. Trustworthy and precise.
Now, one thing I've got to tell you, which is true, when it comes to the society we live in, the best thing we have for adjudicating is the courts of law. And in the courts of law, the most weakest thing someone can have that changes a lot is eyewitness testimony, right? So however great someone's intentions may be for you, it's proven in our society through millions of cases that eyewitness testimony changes immensely. Let me finish. You said a lot.
Yeah, but let me finish. You cut in sometimes as well. I said this is wrong. Carry on.
Okay, cool. So eyewitness testimony is very, very fallible, and it changes very much.
In this day and age, absolutely.
People change their mind. Right. I understand.
I agree with that.
Okay, cool. So now what I'm saying to you is, firstly, that's a wrong premise. Just based on that.
That's wrong.
Okay.
What you extrapolate is wrong.
But the point I'm making is, I just wanted to talk on that one point. Because that was a major point you brought up. And separate from that, the point I want to make to you is this. I am not in any way espousing anything. And please get this clear. It's your religion and other religions that say they know the answers to things that they do not know the answer about. I am open to believing in Islam, and I made the joke, I'll jump in, dunk in feet first. But the problem is, I am not having anything from you that would make me change my mind. And in response to these things, you give me ideas and concepts that you openly admit that in any other religion you openly disagree and would dismiss because they're not strong enough. But yet,
any prophet.
But yet, in your religion, you're saying any, but you hold yours higher than others. This is true. So my point is,
okay,
let me finish.
I'm going to unpack all of this now. More work to unpack.
But my point is this, and it's really simple. I'm not espousing anything. You are. So it's the person, just like in my example, if I'm claiming that Elvis is in my garden, if we dig him up, we're going to get millions of pounds, I would have to give you, as a man of free will, I can't force you to dig, right? In order for me to get you to dig, you have to believe that it's there. And in order for you to believe, I need to show you some sort of evidence. And all I'm saying is, since you guys in your religion or any other religions are the ones making the claims, you throw out the same evidence other religions give you for believing in them. So why don't you shine the same sanitary light on your own? And one last thing that I've been saying from the beginning, because everyone thinks this is like we're so divided. I'm saying no, we're not divided. Me and you are actually more similar than we are different, because all the other religions we believe are wrong or not exactly precise.
Mine is one extra. Okay, I'll get your point. So, with regards to what you said about the eyewitness testimony, in essence, because you're saying the state...
You said something about that, not me.
Hang on.
I just responded.
Yeah, you said it's wrong. You're saying...
I'm saying eyewitness testimony in the courts of law is one of the least reliable sources.
That, and I'm addressing why that is a wrong extrapolation to apply.
I can show you evidence that is true.
Hang on. It is true.
Okay, cool. At least we agree on
what I'm saying first,
Cool.
Okay, so basically, in essence, it is the same as saying this. The state of affairs as it is now, within our society, is that most people, their testimony is not firm and established.
It depends on the case.
Hang on. So that's like saying now, because there's most people here, and God forbid, alhamdulillah, inshallah, most
I'm not
people,
saying that though.
Hear what I'm saying. By saying that there are 10 people, and because 9 of them are liars, we have to hang on. We have to kind of view the 10th person with extreme doubt.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Hang on. This is what you're saying.
This is a great example, but I need to clean up what you're doing.
Let me just finish.
Okay, but I'm not saying that.
Do you know what? Because you've thrown issues and I've thrown issues, the issue that underpins all of us is belief in a creator. If I touch on these secondary issues, and just another one that you mentioned earlier as well, I said any prophet, not just Muhammad.
I was punching everyone in with that as well.
If Jesus, if we can establish authentically what Jesus said, I would accept it.
Me too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you're saying that we're only putting ours above our religion just because it's ours, no, it's because we have a process of verification.
Yeah, but your process doesn't work when you look at other religions and they give you their process, which is the same as yours.
You don't know our process, and we ask for basic things, which we're talking from experience that the Christians are not able to establish what Jesus actually said, whereas we are.
And they argue the same thing about you guys. So let's not get into that debate, because you're just making your point of view. Let's not get stuck on this. Let's not play the who's right, who's wrong game.
This is absolutely wrong.
No, but you're playing the who's right, who's wrong game. Let's not do that.
This is not the same.
Let's not do that.
Let me speak now.
Yeah, okay, cool. But let's not play that game.
No, we'll play that game.
No, there's no point. Your viewpoint is skewed.
You're cutting me now.
I agree with what you're saying, but can you see your bias? At least admit your bias.
You don't know how Christianity preserves their...
I'm not trying to...
He's changing the subject, bro.
Hang on.
Go on.
This is not the issue I want to touch on.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I want to actually go to the belief in God. This is where it all lies. But I need to address this point because you mentioned it. Okay? Do you know how the Christians established what they believe Jesus said?
Go ahead and tell me, but for me it doesn't matter. That's not the point.
So exactly. So don't say that when you Muslims say Muhammad said this and the Christians said that Jesus said this, that it's the same thing, but you believe yours. No, it's because we have a process that we can apply consistently to all, and they can't bring it to the
They have their own processes, and what I'm saying,
we analyze their processes.
Listen to what I'm saying. Okay. You believe that. You have the right to believe that in anything you want to do, right? You can let it dictate how you live in every way, shape and form. All I'm saying is, before I adopt that same programming, for it to dictate my life in such a deep and meaningful way.
No, you cut me now. This is my time now. We've lost the rules. We lost the rules of decorum.
But at least it's a friendly cutting off. So the point is, right, when that happens, you also, when other people bring you exactly the same stuff, that you might scrutinize.
Okay,
go on.
Bro. It's not the same. Okay, we can go into it and check.
But can you see your bias? Can you at least admit that you're biased to what you're saying?
Absolutely
You're not biased.
Absolutely not. If the crux of the matter is this,
Okay, go on.
If the Christians could substantiage how, this is not even the issue.
Go ahead.
But you keep touching on it.
Because it's important.
It's not.
It's the whole point
I
of
don't
what
believe
I'm saying.
I don't believe if you're talking about Christianity, for example, I don't believe how they established what Jesus said. And I don't believe you've looked into
But
how
that's not what's important.
Okay, now we're going to leave that.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
It goes into the belief in a creator.
Okay.
If you can accept there's a belief in a creator, we can't even
I'm happy to, yeah.
Yeah. If we can accept there's a belief in a creator, we can now understand that the creator might want to communicate something to us. If the creator might want to communicate something to us, then we can understand the concept of nubuwwah, of prophecy. So yes, we can understand that the creator may send a book, and now what is that book? Is it the Quran? Is it the Bible? Is it the Bhagavad Gita? Is it whatever book it is? Okay. So now, let's kind of revisit this belief in a creator.
Okay.
And let's understand what religion comes with that belief that we knew instinctively.
Okay.
How would you know there's a creator, for example?
For me to know there was a creator, in this day and age, it would be something that I would need to see presented to me with enough, he would either need to come down in some great debate manifestation in the sky, as most people would think when the creator comes, or it can also come in another way. If you can show me at a micro level, an atomic level, or quantum level, the phenomena of wow, this is where we see God, I would also be able to agree with that, because you don't have to bring God to me in let's say anthropomorphized form.
I'm glad you said that.
Lots of people anthropomorphize the whole concept. Why does God have to be a man? You see what I mean? So on that note, it doesn't have to come to me in that way. I'm happy to look at it in any way. But the point is, and you can see that I'm actually very open.
Yeah.
If I had and could see, I would happily jump in on the bandwagon. But the point I'm making still goes back to the fact.
What's the proof?
No, it's not what the proof. No, that's not my point. That's a part of it. No. The point I'm making is this. When you espouse what you espouse, and when you claim what you claim, you do it with a burden of proof that is a lower bar compared to other religions. You do. You grant. Let me finish.
That's not believing. That's witnessing.
Can I finish? You have a bias. Yeah.
Talk about the creator.
We'll talk about the creator. But the thing is, I don't believe in that.
You are not going to believe in the sun, bro.
Right back
because
how got established about the Christian text.
I'm not bringing you back to that.
Talk about the creator.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I'm not bringing you back to that.
Talk about the creator.
What I'm bringing you back to is a fundamental premise that's very important that you keep on walking past. And the premise is this: you have a bar for your belief system in what you have in Islam, right? And when someone else brings you that same bar of proof or burden of evidence against their religion, you say, you know what, that's not a high enough bar for me to take it on board. And all I'm saying is that let's focus on that point. That's the most important point. If you want to convert me, which I'm happy to convert, let's talk on that.
It's not about converting you.
You get my gist. You get the gist. I'm happy to jump on board.
I get your point. Can I ask you for an example? Okay, because now you've drawn me back into that. I want to talk about
the radio and the cars.
I want to talk about the creator.
Right.
Yeah. Now, but you keep going back to this point.
It's the most important point.
Hang on. You keep going back to this point about, well, other religions can establish their belief to the same level that you can, and I don't believe you actually saying that with knowledge, because you don't know how we've established.
That's your opinion.
That's okay, but I don't believe you know what we're talking about.
Sure, but you also agree that you're biased, and that's your opinion.
Now, can you
your burden of proof is
Can you give an example?
Subjective.
Can you give an example whereby our criteria that we establish for example, what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, or what his companions said, that we apply, that we can apply this
Yeah.
to that it has been applied
Sure.
to another religion,
Sure.
whereby we have been inconsistent
Sure.
and accepted the same thing here
Sure.
and rejected the same thing there.
Okay.
Can you give me an example of that?
So, are you ready to hear my answer?
Please.
It's really revolutionary here.
Please.
Whatever that example may be.
You said this happened
No,
already.
no, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm
Let me
asking you
finish.
for one example.
Let me finish, right? Whatever that example may be for another religion, for the reason why you don't believe,
Yeah.
that is the exact same reason I'm giving to you. So
Please-
the reason
please
itself
give an
doesn't matter.
example.
No, but this
Please
is my
give
point.
an example.
Dude,
Please give an example.
Okay, wait. I'm happy to come back next week
you
and
don't
I
have
will
no
come back. But
examples.
listen to what I'm saying.
You don't have no
No,
examples.
this is called debate. I've just come as a friendly thing and we got into a
That's
debate
fine.
and that's
So-
fine.
so now-
Can I
so now-
finish first? Can I
No,
finish?
no,
Can I
because you cut me, I'm cutting you, there's no problem.
Okay.
We're cutting each other now,
Okay.
yeah? So there is no example that you can think right now. Maybe you can try something else.
I'll
next
bring
week.
some
That's
happily.
fine,
I'll
that's
come
fine, that's fine,
locked
that's
and
fine.
loaded next week.
But you do realise you've made the claim already.
What claim?
You've made the claim that we now, if we applied a criteria to our thing that we are happy with, if somebody else was to make the same benchmark,
Right.
we would not accept it from them.
Because you have.
But you have no example of that.
No, but
will
I'm
not
telling
accept
you.
nothing like
Yeah,
that,
but I'm
bro.
telling
You
you,
don't-
right?
you don't have
Yeah,
no
but
example of
me
that.
bring you an example. I'll bring that next week happily. But
That's
one
fine,
thing
but
I
you
need
can't make
to-
the claim now then.
No, but what I'm trying to
You can't make the claim now then.
Dude, listen to what I'm saying. Try and see the bigger picture and the bigger point of what I'm saying.
All
right?
what you're saying is
And
that
all I'm telling
you're
you is
biased
really
to your
simple.
religion and that's it. And I asked you for the proof and you said, oh, I can come next week.
No.
I'm going to say to you,
I'm saying to you.
you're biased to your worldview.
No,
And-
I'm happy to change.
You are. I'm not going to make no
happy.
claim.
I'm happy.
I'm not going to make no
to
claim.
change
I'm not going to make no claim.
I'm happy to
You're-
change
You're
you.
biased to your worldview. I don't need to
Dude,
provide
you
it.
have a book that you follow that's full of claims.
You believe.
That's what's so funny.
Hang on. I'm going to make claims like your.
No, your book makes a lot of claims, and you believe in
Look,
them.
look. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Sam. How are you, man?
Anwar.
Anwar, nice to meet you, man.
So look, yeah, what you've done is you made claims. I've asked you.
Are you honestly pointing the finger at me making claims? Are you
Yes,
serious?
yes,
When you
yes.
have a whole religion that makes a bunch of claims, and all I'm saying, the whole point of
Can you give an
Testable.
is-
Testable claims.
and I will come back with
That's
examples.
fine. But do you have any now?
I do not have
what-
any.
that's all I'm
No,
saying.
hold on, I
That's
do.
all I'm
But the
saying.
one that I gave, you guys are saying it's not good enough.
What
You
did you
can't
give?
even agree.
Maybe
You can't agree amongst yourselves on the claim. The claim that Muhammad ascended. Wait. I'll tell you.
This is you're taking
Earlier,
Sam.
we had a chat,
Sam, you're taking
and
a
I
mic.
spoke
You're
about
taking a
Muhammad
mic, Sam.
ascending into heaven, and you guys couldn't agree whether it was on a horse.
Every
No
time
horse.
I-
Did the horse have wings? Did it not have wings? What colour the horse was? You guys couldn't agree.
This is not.
Yes or no? Admit that.
But the point was,
Yeah,
when
go on,
when I was trying to
Bro,
explain
keep
it,
talking
you
to him
were
about
cutting me.
creator. Keep talking about creator.
Okay,
Keep
come on.
talking about
Let's bring it back
We're
to
not
the
going to be
creator.
sidetracked now.
Let's
You
get
talk
back to the
about
don't
creator.
creator.
believe in a creator. You're not going to believe about the Quran.
It's not I don't believe. I don't have enough.
If you don't, I said.
Yeah,
If you
okay,
don't,
okay.
So now let's look at belief in the creator. There is two claims being made. Whether you like it or not, there's two claims
Okay,
being
what's
made.
that?
The two claims are that we are saying, for example, the belief of theists, Muslims specifically, because I'm a Muslim, that we are claiming that this world, including us, is a product of knowledge, power, and intent. The flip side to that, the opposite claim, is that this world is a product of no knowledge with no intent, just random.
That's
matter.
not what I'm saying.
Hang on.
Okay.
It's either one or two. It's either
No,
heads-
it's not.
Okay, you can come with a third, and,
Sure.
and we can wait for you to write down the third.
Sure.
So
Write it down.
either it's a product of knowledge or a product of no knowledge. What's the third option?
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you now about the thing we have in the world called the scientific method, right?
Absolutely beautiful.
And the scientific method is the best thing that we have in this day and age when it comes to furthering our technological advancement, right? We all agree on this. We're all here in this wonderful park, filming on these wonderful cameras, having the joy of technology influence our lives in ways that we could not even imagine even 5-10 years ago, right? So this is the best thing ever. And that same principle of science, where it works in the way where someone postulates an idea, does evidence, brings evidence to the table and says, this is my idea, it's the evidence. Everyone in the world
I'm not going to cut you too for this, yeah? This time I'm not going to cut you too for this.
Not true, bro.
can shine a light on that, and they can come to a consensus whether it's right or it's wrong. Things do change. Science evolves over time. I agree with this, but it's the best thing we have. And what I use as a benchmark is scientific and the Socratic method. And it's very simple for me. I'm willing to believe.
Try wrap it up because I don't want to interrupt you.
That's rich considering what you did earlier. But
That's
anyway,
fine. No,
anyway,
because I want to address what you said.
Okay, go on, then,
Yeah.
address it.
All right. So that's why I want you to finish on when you're confident.
No, this is important for you, so address it.
No,
Go
because
on.
basically I've asked the question. Either it's a product of knowledge or a product of no knowledge. Now
The world isn't as dark. You can't just put it into a dichotomy like
it
that.
has to be. It's
So
absolutely.
you think the universe was made from either knowledge or no knowledge?
I'm saying it could only be two. if you're trying to apply your
doesn't
reason,
make sense to me.
what other third
explain
option?
it to me.
What other third option is there?
But you're already making the presupposition that there's no other option. So and I'm just saying.
What is the third
now
one?
we're asking you, what is the third option?
No. But you're already putting me in a box. I.e., this is actually the two options. You're going to bring something else to the table, Sam. So what I'm trying to tell you,
absolutely all it is.
And all I'm telling you,
it can only be a product of knowledge or a product of non-knowledge.
the world does not, the universe does not come into existence based on a product of knowledge or no knowledge. That's such a simplistic, reductive view of the world that it can't even be spoken on like that.
We're making even more ridiculous in your terms.
Yeah,
we're
it's
not
reductive.
Hang on,
Reductive, not ridiculous. Reductive.
Hang on. You just.
I said reductive, not ridiculous.
Hang on.
Yeah.
We're not even open to the possibility that it came from non-knowledge. We're actually saying it's only one possibility that it came from knowledge.
I know you are.
Now, for the sake of argument, I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that. You're the one making the claim. Yeah, I agree.
No, not Sam. You need to listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
If now I flipped a coin,
Yeah.
catch the coin, what is it going to be?
Okay. It could be heads. It could be tails.
Okay. Could it be a third option?
No, it can't.
Okay, so it's possible to have certain scenarios where there's only two options.
And that's what I'm saying. You put me in a corner. Okay. Go on.
Hang on. Now, me putting you in that corner is actually just boiling down all of the kind of sophistry and eloquent speech. When it boils down to it, it's either two things. Either it's a product of knowledge or a product of non-knowledge. There is no third option. And you know this, Sam. So I'm just waiting.
Don't agree with
I'm
that,
waiting
no.
for you to say, okay, let's analyze the two. But right now you're.
What if you flip the cube? Then you have 6 faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have. Is there a seventh? Would there be a seventh?
Yeah, but that's my whole point.
Hang on. So I'm asking.
Okay, go on.
Could you give them just another option? I'm talking based upon what we know. Well, based upon what we know.
Yes.
Based upon what we know, this universe is a product of knowledge or no knowledge. Now you're saying there's possible there's another option based upon what we know.
I'm saying what you're saying. I don't believe in anything you just said in that sentence.
Okay.
The universe is either made of knowledge or no knowledge. I think that's
from.
ridiculous.
Doesn't even create
I think
it
that's a
because you never
ridiculous
see the
comment.
creator.
I think it's ridiculous.
Is there a third option?
You don't have proof.
I think it's not even just a third option. It's an option that is. Your options aren't even options for me.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He
Yeah.
doesn't have proof.
Because
That's
Let me give you an
Go
example to see how ridiculous this is.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is ridiculous.
A very nice Zara quote on.
Right.
It's a product of knowledge or no knowledge. I'm postulating it's a product of knowledge. You're
Okay.
saying
Go ahead.
he's saying somebody else is saying it's a product of no knowledge, but you're saying there's a third option.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no, that's made from knowledge. That's why you paid so much for it, that's why it's very nice, does the job, keeps you warm. I can see the effects of knowledge, the effects of intent, it's got purpose and so on and so forth. Somebody else is saying no, it's random, matter just organizes itself. You're not even
And
saying
then they
that.
talk about science.
You're saying there's a third option. So I'm waiting to hear. Let's analyze this. This jacket is either a product of knowledge or no knowledge. And I'm saying let's analyze these two. You're saying no, we can't even analyze these two. There's a third one. What is the third option with this jacket?
Okay. So what you're doing now, and like I said, you're reducing this idea to an
Heads or
absurd.
tails. Yeah.
Yes, heads
Yeah.
or tails.
So give
and
a
what
third
I'm
option.
saying, and what I'm saying to you is,
Yeah.
the scientific method shows us at the minute where we have come from to the best we know.
Okay.
That will
just about the
continue.
jacket. Just about the jacket, please.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're trying to reduce it just to black and white, and I'm trying to move out the black and white. You bring back the black and white.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm a very dumb person.
No, you're not, man.
Sam, I just want to know, because this jacket to me looks
Okay.
designed.
Okay.
I'm going to speak baby talk. I'm very dumb.
Yeah, okay.
I've got no GCSEs.
Okay.
Sam, this jacket looks like it's a product of knowledge.
Yeah.
When I went to school, when I went to work, I see technology. I can see the effects of knowledge, and that
Sure.
looks very like a product of knowledge. We've got somebody over here saying, hang on, I'm a smart atheist, I don't believe there's knowledge, my religious belief, whatever.
Sure.
This is a product of no knowledge, matter organizing itself.
Okay.
I'm disagreeing with him. But you're saying no, you're not right and you're not right, rather it's more than that.
Okay.
So I'm asking you now, Sam,
Okay.
I'm very dumb, please, I don't understand. I'm very, very dumb. I'm saying it's a product of knowledge, he's saying it's a product of no knowledge, you're saying it's something else.
Can I reply now in the way that you'd like?
Please.
Okay, so I'm going to reply to you. And based on this answer, when I give it, at least give me 1 minute to speak.
Absolutely.
And then afterwards,
Please do.
just answer my question at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're reducing this down to knowledge and no knowledge. And now you've explained yourself in more detail, I kind of get more what you're saying. But even though I get it more now, I still tell you it's a wrong premise. And I'm going to give you an example to show you
I just
how.
want to know about the jacket first.
Wait.
The jacket
I'm going to
first.
come back to that full circle.
No. This
This was made. This was made.
Sam, I'm
You
a
cut me
very,
off again.
I'm a very
You
dumb
cut me off.
person.
I'm conceding this was made.
Teacher, I don't
This was
understand.
made from knowledge.
Teacher, I don't understand.
This was made from
you need to say it louder. You need to say it louder because I can't hear that. Teacher, I don't understand. I'm very dumb. I'm putting my hand up in front. I'm a very dumb student. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying it's made of knowledge. He said it's made of
Okay.
no knowledge.
You ready?
You said there's a third option.
You ready?
Teacher, please, I don't understand this. What's the third option?
I'll tell you the. Sorry.